Well, we had a good year this year, and we were excited because we had students, faculty, and staff engaged around the theme, African Americans in Times of War. We started out with an opening ceremony that was a very rousing ceremony that had presentation from East Aurora High School. It had comments from our president.
This is a kickoff to celebrating not only Black History Month, but the extraordinary history of America, the history of science, of medicine, of music, of art, and of the extraordinary contributions to the intellectual richness of this country.
This is not just about a month of celebration, but this is the celebration of our entire existence as a people, and those that come before us. Black history is American history. Don't ever forget that.
This is the rising sun of a new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won.
And then Ndinka Reggae Band got us engaged and moved us into what we call a time of teaching and learning.
It's one love, the children crying, saying, let's get together and feel alright. Hear my children cry.
Then we moved into certain aspects of the program that further engaged our students. We had the African American read-in, we had film sessions, so Global Flicks was actually a really good time where we showed the movie Like Cotton Twines. And so that was another aspect of the month. And then we moved into some of our students leading discussions, our student club, Black Student Alliance. They led some panel discussions.
Like, it's something that a lot of us know, but we need not only our community and other communities to know it, but there's a very thin line between the cemetery and the traffic stop. Death is something you're not coming back from. So we need to take all our resources and try to put it towards what can we do to alleviate this problem. This might not get finished in my lifetime, but what can we do for our kids and our kids?
From there, one of our featured events that was very well attended was the panel discussion, which focused on the topic African Americans in Times of War. There we had panelists made up of faculty and staff who were all veterans. As part of that panel, we had a very special guest, Marsha Anderson, and she was the first African American female to be appointed as Major General in the U.S. Army, Armed Forces, or Reserves.
Well, people also don't seem to remember that one of the first places people of color could get paid the same as everyone else around them who was performing the same job and at the same rank was the military. The same was true for women. For women in particular.
And then from there, we moved into our closing ceremony. Featured the African Dance and Music Institute, so they led in the expression of the African dance. I think the students really love the aspect of celebration, but then they also like the in-depth discussions, like the panel discussions, and they liked the fact that we were diverse in terms of our offering, from art to literature to education to history, from these different experiences. So they seem to be excited, about that diverse array and what we offer.